Oh my god.
Save me from what I've become, 'cause I can't do this on my own.
Hello, this is Moonhunter here for another video talking about homemade sloppy joes. So, this isn't just sloppy joes with the meat and the sauce. I'm talking about homemade sloppy joes. Well, people can call it like different ways, like, oh, I made my own sauce, I made my own meat, I made different things. Well, for my category of homemade, I'm going to present for you different things that you can make with your sloppy joes. For instance, my sloppy joes, regular meat and sauce for sloppy joes as an original. Well, this is where it gets a little crazy. I'm adding bacon, bratwurst, and cheddar cheese into the mix. Using a skillet, using a pot, half of a, it's not much of a big, deep pot, but also another mini of origin of it, and also a electric pot that would help with the meat. I'm going to be putting my hamburger meat in this, as my bacon is cooking in this, as my bratwurst would be in here. I actually make my bratwurst really different. So I actually boil them and fry them. So, what do you do with these pots? Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. So, first thing you want to do when you're making these, I usually open my hamburger meat, start cooking that to I wouldn't say too high, at least 350. 350 is my highest. I wouldn't go past 350, knowing that I don't want to overcook it, I don't want to burn it, I don't want to catch a fire. Then you gotta grab a fire extinguisher and take it out. Well, as this is heating up, I'll be opening the meat. Okay. Your next step is, since I opened it, which I missed a step of opening it, we should go for our first step, should be washing your hands. Wash your hands before cooking your food. So, let's wash our hands. Alright, wash my hands. My meat's open. What do you do? So, the second step should have been open, put the meat in the electric pot. Okay, my hamburger meat is getting cooked. Looking good. Make sure you stay in this rhythm. Get all that cooked. Pink meat. Go ahead, chop them open. Okay, your next step is to go ahead. Let's open that bacon. Of course, yeah, I do have it on between 5 and 6 to 4. In between that, as it's going ahead, it's heating up. The bacon's gonna be on it. It's gonna be frying. Not too high, not too cold. It's gonna be perfect. Exactly how I'm gonna be making this amazing combo of sloppy joes. Okay, I got the bacon cooking. I got the hamburger meat cooking. So the next thing would be cooking the broth. What I do is I add some water, just enough water, just a little bit. I can't say I boil it, but fry it with a little bit of water to add the texture of the bratwurst. So, carry on. You grab the bratwurst and then you put it straight in there. I cook 2 at a time. So you put 2 in there. Like so. Okay. So, we are now almost done with the broth. I am adding the bacon onto the hamburger meat. I mean, depends on how much you want for the bacon. I mean, I would just say like a handful at least. But for the bratwurst, I would say at least maybe 1 more. And you cut, or maybe not. Hang on, let me see. So this is not that much of a, not that much. I would say at least 2. You cut them up, and cut this one all the way up in little bitty pieces, and you'll be mixing them in. So in this step, you will be seeing the progress of the sloppy joes. We have the 2 bratwurst that's done. We got a handful of bacon and meat. This is just regular sloppy joes. This and this is exactly a good combination. Here's why. So, when you're going ahead and chopping off these meats, for instance, for this bratwurst, you will need to have it at least, I would say, chopped up real is like bites, you know. Or if it's hard for people who would eat like chew and stuff, I mean, I would recommend chopping it even more. For someone who loves eating meat like me, this is a good choice. And so, we go ahead and add the meat to the sloppy joe, well, I should say meat and bacon. Okay, now you mix the ingredients. Make sure it's a good stir. Make sure the meat is not pink and chopped up. You gotta make sure it's all chopped up. Make sure it's all nice and good. I mean, the bacon, I want to try it out with not chopped up, but I mean, you just go ahead and chop it up if you even want to. Either size if you like. I would recommend either what you would choose to. Okay, so it's all mixed in exactly how I want it. Now you open your sloppy joe sauce. So what I would recommend for a certain size like this, either 1 or 2. So we're gonna do 1 for now to see how this would look and go. Just add this in. Okay. It's just the sauce, no meat, original Sloppy Joe. Good brand. Okay, so you mix this in. It's gonna steam a little bit, so it's normal. You're cooking. Make sure you get all these tight spots where the sauce will go to. I mean, if you're using something like that, I'm pretty sure you'll get all of it. So, if you're just, okay. Okay, now it's looking good. Okay, so as I'm getting everything, I'm looking around here, see if I'm missing anything that would have no sauce on it. Well, 2 sauces will be too much. Looking around, looks like I got all of it. It's looking good, smelling good. Okay, so for something as simple as this, do 1. It will really make a difference. Yes! Time for cheese. Finally. Now, we are going to be adding cheese. It looks really good. It looks like it's done. Looks like it's ready for cheese. So I'm just going to go ahead, just add what I think will be enough. I wouldn't say exactly enough, like the number of it, like for cups, how many cups of cheese. Well, I can't really do that because, well, it's kind of hard to really measure this with level. Let's just say you want like a bunch of family to go ahead and try this out. It really depends on how much you're making. So right now, there it is, nice and cheesy look.
I did it.
That cheesy look. Oh yes. That's what you're looking for. Oh my God. Okay, now it's time. It is time for putting food on your plate. Oh my goodness, yes. This is what it's all about. The cheese. Oh no, the sloppy, the mess. The mess is what really expose what this name is called. Sloppy. Okay, as for performance wise for this sandwich, it has to be super good. I mean, I would not be telling you guys how to make this if it's not good. To me, this is a very great sandwich. I would recommend. That super good texture when you're chewing on the food. That little texture of how the sloppy joes would be soaking on the bread. The very good tender the bratwurst and the bacon combo with the meat and the cheese to hold it all together. Just amazing.